Destiny 2 is ending active development, and Bungie is seemingly going away and just to Marathon. I guess not really going away, but just going to Marathon.
It's going away to some people.
It might be going away to some people, but Destiny itself is going away, at least for now. Rest in peace, Destiny. We'll talk about it and the layoffs here in just a second. Welcome to Active Reload. So Destiny 2, they announced that they're, Bungie announced that Destiny 2's ending their active development to the chagrin and surprise.
And you say Bungie.
Bungie.
Which you also mean Sony.
Yeah, they're both under one roof now, technically. So it's happening pretty soon as well. We're recording this on May 26th. The final live service update for Destiny 2 will come on June 9th. That's 2 weeks away, right?
Honestly, I didn't think they were going to receive any more updates anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've said a couple times that their Destiny group has been kind of slowed down, like taking people off of and whatnot. But
I did expect a Destiny 3 at one point, which
so did I.
We are not going to get.
And they did say that it's not in the cards right now, which it's probably never going to be in the cards.
Sony says the same thing about like Twisted Metal or SOCOM.
Oh,
like we haven't had them in forever.
Maybe one day. So yeah, it's going to have its live service update. I can't remember what the name of I think it's like I can't remember the name of the last live service update, but it's something like it's a finale type of title, Graduation Day or something stupid like that.
The final shape?
Yeah,
no, I know.
But it wasn't
the
final shape.
It wasn't quite.
But that one, it's coming out June 9th. That's like right around. I'm surprised it's going to be that soon. That was what kind of surprised me. One of the things that surprised me, that's right around the corner.
Well, I mean, at least they're not going to mess with the balance of the multiplayer, but no one's really playing. No, it's really funny. More people on PC are playing Destiny 2 right now than they are Marathon. So that one it's definitely peaked over the last couple of days because people are like, oh, it's going to die.
Yeah,
so
I got to go play it. On Steam, it looks like they hovered over, like in the last 3 months,
12?
About 10 to 12,000 players, according to Steam. Basically, the last 30 days was about 9,000, which that obviously bounced a lot over the last couple of days. And it went from, about 10 to 12,000, give or take.
That's funny because
February and March.
Destiny 2 had a surprisingly high amount of players, like years into their...
Yeah. People love, it's got its
5
follower
or 6
base.
years. Even I came back about 6 years after the launch.
Do you remember what the last...
big one was?
Well, do you remember the last DLC that you actually played for Destiny 2?
Well, no, I don't remember the last one I bought, but every time there would be a new big expansion,
that's what I should say.
I would play it because you play the first couple levels, right, for free.
Yeah.
And I would still experience what that would come with new weapons and new stuff and sometimes new maps in the multiplayer. Which I mostly only played the competitive multiplayer anyways.
It's weird to me. See, and I was never the multiplayer guy for
like
Destiny.
The raids
I liked doing the raids and more of the offline content. More than the Destiny 2 multiplayer stuff, personally. I never really did a lot of the raids either.
The story was just bonkers.
Well,
man.
the story is...
It's so hard to like jump into the story. You're like, where is this?
Imagine Halo, but more convoluted.
And it was required to know more things outside the game than to actually...
It was hard to follow. Like, I do think that there's interesting lore in there, but you really have to kind of dig deep to find it.
Well... What do you think about this?
I think fans have the right to be upset about this, I think, because it was very last minute, especially if you're a Destiny fan. All 10 of us are very upset. That was a joke. Sorry.
The game's been out for so long. I think they should have done this a long time ago and moved on. As a matter of fact, I think what they should have done instead of Marathon, is what James suggested a few weeks ago, which was... Why not have a Destiny extraction shooter? You already have the guns, the levels, and the places, and all that stuff, and the lore. It really would have been, if it would have been the same exact gameplay design as Marathon, I think it would have went over better.
And I think that, you already have an established IP in Destiny, so you're going to get the people that are playing Destiny to play the extraction shooter.
It would have been a bridge, I guess, of some sort from Destiny 2 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And again, the format for it is already kind of, it's not, it's a looter shooter, obviously, but that the bridge is there to make it. I mean, that's how Division started. Was looter shooter into extraction shooter.
The problem is you're going to have to take Destiny 2 people out of their game into their new extraction kind of expansion or standalone. And a lot of those were multi-platform, right?
Yeah.
So Xbox One and PS4 would have been left out.
But I like it
would have been fine with me.
It feels like they're already doing that with Marathon.
Yes, exactly.
So they're already trying to do that, but with a different IP.
They're doing that now.
Well said.
But their idea was to capture the extraction shooter audience,
the Arc Raiders
and
people
make their own. And now what they're doing is just kind of splitting their own Bungie fans,
their own group. Yeah,
me
and if you are a Destiny fan, I'm assuming you probably tried Marathon already. Yeah. I don't know. It's just to me, this kind of just screams them like wanting to do more, like having to do layoffs more than anything else. Again, it's already been talked about. The Marathon is struggling financially, that it has not made a lot of its money back.
Even we talked about they were just sold for way more than what I think they were worth.
Well, and then also, I mean, they had to go through a lawsuit. That probably wasn't cheap. They settled, obviously, but they had to call lawyers, I'm sure, and bring them on. I'm sure that
Do you
the settlement,
remember
who knows how much?
When those guys, I think the art director, they were there on TV, or not TV, in front of the camera.
They were on a live stream.
And they just looked like they've been whipped.
Looked like they'd seen ghosts.
Ooh. Did not
Destiny,
look good.
Right?
Ghosts.
Hey, I'm on this.
I was a big fan of Dinklebot.
No, you're alone.
I wasn't a big fan. I thought that
it's truly awful.
What's his name again? One of the
Peter Dinklage.
No, not Peter Dinklage. One of the greatest voice actors of all time, Nolan North, forced his own kind of quirky voice, and I thought it was really dorky. I'd rather listen to Dinklebot read off of a piece of paper,
and that's what he was doing.
Yeah,
it sounded like he was in a phone booth and reading off
because
a piece of paper.
He could read a phone book better than 99% of all voice actors.
I mean, that's true. I think he's done voice acting for other stuff, I'd imagine. So I don't know. That one was Dinklebot. Man, I'll never forget that. Was
that Destiny 1?
That was Destiny 1. And then they changed it in an update. They've had 11 expansions. Destiny 2. It's more than I thought.
I would have said 8. Half of those
it's been 8 years, but 11 in between years, 2 in 1 year.
Half of those were vaulted.
Yeah, that's the other thing and I understand they have to do it technically because your entire game is going to be filled with a bunch of nothing.
It's bloat.
Yeah.
It's already bloated.
But man, like I kind of like the main story of the game of Destiny 2. I don't think you can even go back and play the main story anymore.
So, yeah, you can't. And I don't agree with that, by the way.
What?
I don't like the vaulted. I like giving the option. So if it does get too bloated, you'd be like, okay, you can run this first half of Destiny 2, but you can't run the first half and the second half.
Yeah.
So either you vault it and play the new stuff, or you don't vault it and then you can't play the new stuff until you do. But giving the option or taking the option away, the stuff
from
that
the player,
people played or paid a lot of money for.
And not to mention, you're not going to have any chance of getting new players in if you vault the original stuff.
I know.
Like, how are you going to get new players in to experience the beginning of the game or any of the game if you're vaulting the stuff that they would be playing?
It wasn't a good look. And it came at a time where people were worried that developers were going to start doing that, and they did it.
Well, not to mention, like, it also came at a time when us as players were viewing, like, do we own this product or not?
Yeah.
Like, that it was coming around that type of situation as well, and we still kind of had that conversation every day. And that was kind of the answer from Bungie. They were like, you don't own this. We're going to vault this. You'll never be able to play it again. So, I don't know. I do think, again, fans, they are frustrated. Just a few months ago, this was November into December.
Yeah.
They had told fans via a blog post on their Bungie section or Destiny section of their blog that they were going to have a, quote, state of the game and, quote, multi-year roadmap that would arrive in 2026. So just at the end of last year, which, I mean, really, it's 5 months ago, but that's not that long ago in the gaming world, in the game sense. We were supposed to be playing GTA 6 today, and we're not.
I don't think we're playing it this year at all.
See, I think you're wrong, but that's another video. And then, according to reports, because of this, most of Bungie was unaware that Destiny 2 was ending active development when this post was made. They were finding out the same time that fans were finding out.
Yeah.
Which is also Bungie again, and Sony, honestly.
Sony
rearing very poor leadership.
I'm telling you right now, Sony's not when things were starting to crumble, I guess, under Bungie, Sony wasn't letting them run things themselves. They stepped in pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. I know that after the art incident, they definitely stepped in.
Yeah.
We reported that here.
Yeah. Not our reporting, but we
repeated what.
I didn't have mics in anything, no.
We don't have a lot of insights to a lot of places. I have a couple people inside.
Yeah, you've got sources. I don't got no sources. Except maybe one day who's the Take-Two guy? Oh, Strauss Zelnick.
Strauss.
Maybe one day Strauss.
Yeah, Strauss is a big fan.
Big fan. Maybe he'll come in on the show. And
I'm a big fan of Strauss. You know, Strauss says some good things.
Yeah. And make some good games.
I like.
Let us play GTA 6.
I like. Sony used to do this, by the way, where they just say it how it is.
Yeah, it feels like that's been forever now.
It's been a long time. I don't like what Sony's been doing. I think this generation of consoles, it's been bag on Xbox. But to be fair, I think Sony has done just as poorly.
Yeah, I mean, especially...
give me a PS5 exclusive.
Well, I'll say they started strong. Relatively strong.
With what?
I think... Well, I guess God of War. Ragnarok, it wasn't a PS5 exclusive, but it was very clearly made for PS5, so I think people see it as that.
I think it was very clearly made for PS4. It's just on PS5, it had less loading. But you can see the walls, the invisible walls, and the actual area in the God of War Ragnarok where you can tell that this little crevice that you have to walk through to load the next area is easily made for the PS4. Like it was designed that way because the PS4 couldn't run all of this together. PS5 could have.
They still have like
GT7 was also PS4.
Gran Turismo, yeah.
The VR2 was a big failure. They didn't. It wasn't backwards compatible. How insane is that?
Yeah. They've been dealing with that for decades now. It feels like you couldn't play other games. I will say when you look at the Wikipedia for it, pretty barren. It's not great. I will say
you have Astrobot.
That's the one I was going to mention that people very much love.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
I think it was overrated.
Yeah, I never played it, but I think it looks great.
It's a good platformer.
It just doesn't feel like it is one of those games that feels like a Nintendo game that came from PlayStation somehow.
Yeah, it is. It's a nostalgia trip, really. Like my son doesn't care about Ape Escape.
Right.
And it's referenced constantly through the game.
And then you get Horizon mentioned in there, and they're like, "What the hell is this?"
The Horizon games
are
also on PS4, and then the Ghost of Yotei.
Ghost of Yotei was a PS5 exclusive, so that's one of them.
Yeah, but that was not on PC. No.
Oh well, I don't know if it was on PC.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was because remember that was right around when they were like, "We're not going to do this anymore because it's so poorly optimized."
Death Stranding 2.
Oh yeah, right.
I like that game, but that's not a lot of people's favorites. I'll tell you that much.
And then Soros, like smaller stuff too, like the Silent Hill, the short message game. Remember that? We're gonna have the God of War trilogy remake. That's almost certainly gonna be.
There's
PS5
a lot
exclusive.
of remakes, remasters,
and then the other Naughty Dog game is coming. So maybe they could.
On top of all of that, a crap load of live service failures.
Yeah, that's true.
Which was the biggest black eye of Sony this generation.
So I don't know. There is it does feel like it's been eons since God of War was like we got God of War, Ghost of Tsushima in like a 2. Even for me, Horizon Zero Dawn in like a 3-year period. You
can't forget Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man.
That was on PC as well, though.
Yeah. And it was on PS4. Spider-Man 2 came to PS4 as well.
It was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep, people played it there.
Because I thought Miles Morales was the last one.
No, they. It may have been a late release.
Okay.
It later came to PS4, but it did come to PS4.
I know it plays exactly the same. I played it the other day. Odin was like, "We don't need to install it. We can just stream it." And I was like, "Are you sure? Because the graphics are good. You're gonna want to install this." He streamed it for like an hour, and he was like, "I'm good. I'll just play Miles Morales because he had all the."
It's the same. It's largely Miles Morales is a 1.5. If Spider-Man 2 is a 2. Yeah. It did only come to PS5 and Windows. Okay. Sorry. That's my fault.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. There's you're right. There's a
not good for either console.
There's a very
I think Sony did better slightly. They're doing worse now. I think Xbox is doing better.
Xbox is
in my opinion.
They got some big stuff coming out. So maybe Xbox can kind of reclaim
Forza Horizon is good.
It's a fantastic video game. I love it. And we got the next Gears is coming out soon. God knows what else is coming. You know, I can't wait to play Halo 1 again.
Yeah.
For the third time.
Yeah. And, you know, console exclusives are over with Xbox, so they're all coming to PC. But guess what?
Yeah, that's true. PC. Yeah.
If I could play both of them, like I think the next console is going to do that, where it's going to be pairing both.
Kind of both.
I'll be happy.
I know. I will say it's disappointing about Destiny 2.
Very disappointing.
I'm surprised that they're deciding to do this with. I mean, the fact that they're really this is very clearly them leaning all the way into Marathon, and they think that they have something here that's going to keep people around, and hopefully eventually get them into the green in terms of money raised. I don't know on that.
I like Marathon a lot, but they're going to have to do something other than what Marathon offers right now. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to get that game into more people's hands and have more people. Hey, you know what? This game really is good.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen because the game is very hardcore. And if you lose that, you're going to alienate the fans that showed up, like me.
Right. They're in a kind of a precarious position when it comes to that because they need to be able to appeal to the wider audience, but you lose the fan base. I think that's something that Arc Raiders kind of fell into.
Yeah. Well, guess what could have done that, James?
PvE.
Destiny 3.
That's true. Extraction shooter Destiny 2.5
done something,
so we'll call it 2.5 2.0. So yeah, Destiny 2. Hopefully the people at Bungie find something cool to do that are going to get laid off, unfortunately, and we'll see what they make next.
Yeah,
if they make something next.